Hello students, let us understand the methods of preparation of soluble salts. Now, these are the methods: direct combination, simple displacement, double decomposition. And in double decomposition, we have neutralization reaction and decomposition of carbonates, sulfides, bisulfides, decomposition of sulfides. So these are all the methods by which we can prepare soluble salts. Now the salts which are soluble and insoluble, how will we know? So for that we have to remember solubility chart, right? So the first method to prepare soluble salt, and that is direct combination. So here by direct combination, by heating two elements, together, for example Fe, when iron is passed, when chlorine is passed through red hot iron, we get ferric chloride, brown scales of ferric chloride as in, which is very very deliquescent substance, right? So by direct combination we can easily prepare ferric chloride, FeCl3. Another example is aluminium, when reacts with chlorine we get aluminium chloride, AlCl3. Now according to ICSE syllabus, this is very very important reaction, Fe plus Cl2 FeCl3. Chlorine being strong oxidizing agent, the final product will be with higher valency, because chlorine being strong oxidizing agent oxidizes iron completely and helps it to lose all 3 electrons, and the final product will be with higher valency. So ferric chloride is always prepared by direct combination and ferrous chloride is prepared by simple displacement. Now let us understand simple displacement reaction. So in this simple displacement, we will see that here by the action of dilute acid on metal. So here action of dilute acid on active metals. Now dilute acid we can take hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. So here nitric acid we cannot take because it is very strong oxidizing agent, so it will not help, hydrogen will not liberate, it will oxidize hydrogen to water. And here we will have metals. Which metals can displace hydrogen? So metals from potassium to iron only will displace hydrogen from dilute acid. So it is from the activity series. So metals from potassium to Fe in the activity series will only react with dilute acid. So for example here Zn, when reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, gives zinc chloride and hydrogen. Now zinc chloride is a soluble salt, so this can easily be prepared by this displacement method. So here we will take which type of metals can be taken over here: zinc, magnesium, aluminium, iron. All these reactions will react smoothly with dilute acid and we will get soluble salt, magnesium sulfate, zinc chloride. All these are soluble salt. If we take it with sulfuric acid here, zinc plus sulfuric acid will give you ZnSO4 plus hydrogen, and hydrogen gas will liberate, and then after removing impurities we can crystallize the salts. Okay, Fe plus H2SO4 or HCl will give you FeCl2 or FeSO4. So Fe plus H2SO4 will give you ferrous sulfate and Fe plus HCl will get ferrous chloride. That reaction is also very important if for conversion. If we want to prepare ferrous chloride, only and only by displacement reaction we can prepare ferrous chloride, right? So these type of salts can be prepared. Sulfates and chlorides of magnesium, zinc, iron, aluminium can be prepared by simple displacement. Now double decomposition reaction. In double decomposition we have neutralization. So soluble base or alkali we can take. So there are two types of neutralization reaction: soluble base plus dilute acid and insoluble base plus dilute acid. So here we can prepare soluble salt by neutralization reaction. Now in this soluble base, all of you, here let us take NaOH. When reacts with, say, any acid, gives you corresponding salt plus water. So here base plus acid, salt plus water is the rule. Okay, and here we are taking HNO3 as the dilute acid, and this is the soluble base. Let us take another soluble base, and soluble bases are known as alkali. So here KOH, when reacts with sulfuric acid, we get potassium sulfate and water, right? Next reaction, let us take another alkali, NH4OH. When reacts with HCl, we get ammonium chloride and water. So these are the examples of soluble base, or you can say alkali, when reacts with acid. So here we need to also understand neutralizing, neutralizing an acid with a soluble base, or you can say alkali. Soluble base is also known as titration. Okay, here we use indicator, and by the color change we come to know how much amount of acid is required to neutralize the base, and this is known as titration, right? So when you are using this soluble base with an acid, okay, so that process, whole process, by using indicator, it is titration. Now next is insoluble base. So we can prepare soluble salt by this way also, and by this, any base you can take, soluble or insoluble. Here insoluble base, magnesium oxide. So you know that all metal oxides and metal hydroxides are base. So MgO, when reacts with HCl, we get magnesium chloride and water. So base plus acid, salt plus water. Or if you take here cupric hydroxide plus acid, we get corresponding salt plus water. Next is here all metal oxides and all metal hydroxides are base, and we take a different acid over here, it will give us corresponding salt plus water. But neutralization reaction will, remember, neutralization reaction will always give us soluble salt. So here this is the reaction, soluble salt, these are the reactions, and we are getting always soluble salt. Okay, so you can take the most common reaction, base plus, here we have already taken this reaction, sodium hydroxide. So here we are taking insoluble bases, right? So instead of this we can take any one which is insoluble. Zinc hydroxide plus HCl gives you ZnCl2 plus water. Okay, now next method is decomposition of carbonates and bicarbonates. So decomposition of carbonates and bicarbonates, any metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate, when reacts with acid, always and always we get corresponding salt plus water plus carbon dioxide gas, right? Next is any, you can take magnesium carbonate plus any dilute acid, when reacts you are getting soluble salt plus water plus CO2. CO2 has no effect on pink potassium permanganate and orange potassium dichromate, so we can confirm the gas by that. And here we are taking bicarbonate, so we get NaCl plus water plus CO2. So any metal carbonate or bicarbonate can be decomposed by using acid, give salt plus water plus here water plus carbon dioxide. This comes under double decomposition only, because this is actually carbonic acid H2CO3, and this will further break down into water and carbon dioxide gas. Next is decomposition of sulfides and bisulfides. So for that, let us take any metal sulfide plus acid gives you corresponding salt plus water plus sulfur dioxide. Here calcium chloride plus water plus sulfur dioxide. We are taking over here calcium bisulfite, and always students make this mistake, it is calcium 2 plus, so here CaHSO3 twice will come, and then we balance the reaction, right. Next is, let us take copper sulfite when reacts with any acid, you can take HNO3, so we will get cupric nitrate plus water plus sulfur dioxide. Now sulfur dioxide turns orange potassium dichromate green, and pink MnO4 turns colorless, right. So these are the tests of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, which I told just now. Now decomposition of sulfides. So here sulfides ZnS, when reacts with sulfuric acid, we are getting soluble salt ZnSO4 plus H2S. Hydrogen sulfide, which has a rotten egg smell and which turns lead acetate paper silvery black. Ferrous sulfide, when reacts with sulfuric acid, we get ferrous sulfate plus H2S, hydrogen sulfide gas. So these are the methods by which we can prepare soluble salts. See, all these are the soluble salts which can be prepared by these methods, right. And in next video I will explain you how to match with the methods. The salts are given to you, and then you have to match with the methods or with right reactions. Thank you, students.